going to go for goal himself. He's rounded the goalkeeper and he scored with some aplomb. Christian Pulisic in the...
Run on.
Benzema, brilliant. He's done it again. The short corner still...
What's up, Sub TV? This is Saturday. Once more, it's a sports segment. Today, we're going to focus on the past Champions League games that has been played on Tuesday and Wednesday. Today with me, I have my co-host for today, Fari, lead rock himself. So, over the past few weeks, we have been embroiled with the Super League fiasco, European Super League fiasco. But all in all, UEFA Champions League remains the mighty league in the European scene. So, once again, it was a mighty night, a super night. Delicious football was served to us. So let's talk about the Champions League games that were played on Tuesday and Wednesday. Let's start with Chelsea versus Real Madrid. So, Fari, you can introduce yourself.
Okay, to dear viewers, Sub TV, Kenya. My name is Lidrock Kenya, and I would just like to give my insight about the Champions League. It was an amazing game, and I didn't expect Chelsea could pull up and could go hard against Real Madrid, because Real Madrid are one of the best and one of the favorite teams in the UEFA Champions League. They have a history. I think they are the most crowned UEFA champions in the history of UEFA. So Chelsea, big up to Thomas, the coach, is really improving the squad. And I didn't expect, it was against my expectation that Chelsea could pull up a draw against Real Madrid.
So Fari, let's revisit your point. You said it's a fact actually. Real Madrid are the most successful team in the European stage. Actually, they are 13 times European champions, Champions League final champions. That is. When it comes to Chelsea last on the Champions League back in 2012. That game against Bayern, they were the mighty and the overwhelming underdogs. But they pull a rabbit out of the hat actually. They won the game. And let's just say 9 years later, they are in the semi final once more. They faced against Real Madrid, and let's just say they put a good performance actually. What was your view on Chelsea's game that day?
My view on Chelsea's game, first of all, I'd like to big up N'Golo Kante.
Yeah.
He really played well.
Yeah.
And I would also like to big up Pulisic, because Pulisic really got some chances and he converted.
Exactly.
And that was good. But on the other side, I was very worried. I'm a very big fan of German soccer team, because I always believe soccer is
made in Germany.
It was made in Germany.
Football made in Germany.
Yeah, soccer was made in Germany.
Yeah.
And I have a history since the World Cup times. I've always respected German players, and I'm always sure they will deliver, because they are the kind of players, they know how to play.
Exactly.
And exactly, Timo Werner really surprised me, and I think he has not gelling well in this team, but sometimes he really creates important chances, but that day he was a bit off because he missed some chances which he could score, and he could have helped his team.
On my side, what I can say about Timo Werner, let's just say he's lacking confidence. You see, these critics, the criticism hurled at him, it's taking a toll on his mental game, on his mental things. So when the problem affecting Werner, let's just say he has a low morale. I think the second leg, due to the low morale suffered by Timo Werner, I think Giroud should be brought onto the picture. He's a veteran, he's an evergreen striker, he pulls up the performance on big games. You can recall during the Atletico Madrid game, he was the savior actually. He scored a fantastic bicycle kick and pushed Chelsea through the quarters.
Yeah, and I would also just like to train my point. I'd just like to big up Thomas Tuchel, because he fields different players, and you see each player he brings in every time gives an impact to the team.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. You see, like the last game, Kovacic was not available because of injury issues, but N'Golo Kante came and he put on to be a man of the match. You see, that's a very big impact. He created a very big impact, and sometimes he's also bring new faces in the game. He's trying to play with each and every player. You cannot predict this guy, because I am certain that Chelsea is a very big threat to Real Madrid, because even if Real Madrid will come to play
the Stamford.
At the Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
It will be a very big blow to Real Madrid because this guy, you cannot predict his lineup.
Yeah. Personally, as a football fan, what I can say, Chelsea are the overwhelming favourites come next week. I think they will pull a surprise. They can even thrash Madrid. You never know. In football, anything is possible. You can recall back in 2012 when Aguero won the league for City. With 5 minutes to go, he won the league. So, in football, you can accept anything. You shall just see wonders. And the other thing is, Chelsea have a wealth of attacking talent. For example, Ziyech. Ziyech was an utility player in the last game. He came on late with Reece James, and you know Reece James is an overlapping defender, a fullback. So Chelsea, what you can say, they are the favourites. What do you see when it comes to Real Madrid? What did you think? Why are they not performing that well? They are the favourites, yes. They are the mighty Madrid, of course, but they're not performing against Chelsea. What can you say?
Real Madrid, I can guess. Real Madrid. What I can say about Real Madrid? Real Madrid is a team that has been established. It has a history of just growing. It has a history about using most talented players. It's not a team that is built up in young talents or what.
They don't focus on the academy.
They always focus on who is the current top star, and they will want to fill this player. Exactly. So I guess also Real Madrid, since the departure of Cristiano Ronaldo, they have some laxity. They are not the same Real Madrid that I used to know. Because even on the table, in the Spanish table, I think they're number 2.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And being overdone by a team like Atletico Madrid, it shows Real Madrid, Barcelona, they are not the giants in Spain. No.
Yeah. Nowadays, let's just say, actually not just in Spain, there's a power shift in, let's say, Madrid City. Nowadays, Atletico are performing. They're giving it their all nowadays. As you can see, they're leading the table like 5 games to go, I think. Yeah. What I can say about Real Madrid, ever since Cristiano, we call him Roro, when he left a void. I don't think Hazard has fully fit into those shoes. That's why nowadays Hazard is hampered with injuries. Day in, day out, he's on the shelf actually, just injured. So let's just say the person who steps up most is Benzema, the Algerian guy.
And you see Benzema, when you talk about Benzema, there is also an issue of age because I think Benzema has been in this game for a very long time. I think it's the time even he's supposed to be hang the boots.
Actually, he's approaching mid-30s.
Yeah, I like to big up Benzema because with that age and you still have the precision as a striker. That it takes me back to the days of Miroslav Klose
and Raul
Gonzalez.
The other thing about what I can big up Benzema, when he scored against Chelsea, he called Raul's record of 71 Champions League goals. You see, that's quite a record. When you are being talked with this on the same breath with people like Raul, that means you are achieving something. You are a player. You are a good player.
That's good. And just to conclude about Chelsea, before we move to Man City and PSG game, what is your insight about the turnout of next week game?
Let's just say next week at the Stamford, at the Bridge actually, they call it the Bridge. At the Bridge, I think Chelsea will give it their all. They will attack. I think Tuchel will bring in the Reece James and Ziyech. That's just to spice up the attack. That's my view. And what I can say is Chelsea will walk away the victory. I'm very sure of that.
I can't oppose, and I think also the current situation of Real Madrid gives me a doubt. I will put my bet on Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea will shock.
Actually, the statistics currently are that Chelsea are beyond City on the favorite teams to leave the Champions League. City are they are the favorites actually. They are the overwhelming favorites. The problem with the reason why people are counting out Real Madrid is because Dani Carvajal, Ferland Mendy, Ramos I think will play, and Marcelo is being entangled with the regional elections, so he won't turn up. It's 50-50 if he will turn up for the game. So missing such personalities in such a big game, it will take a toll on them.
Yeah, because when you look at the experience of Sergio Ramos is
a leader.
He's a leader, and Sergio Ramos is a leader when you come to UEFA.
Exactly. You remember back in 2014, when at the final, when Madrid was trailing Atletico Madrid by 1-0 at the 90th minute, it was the one who scored the equalizing goal. And as you know, the rest is history. The Real Madrid went on and thrashed Atletico 4-1 at the final. So he's a leader, and besides that, he scores at big games. Actually, he's one of the top scoring defenders in the world, actually.
Moving on to Manchester City, what's your insight about Manchester City and PSG? Because
it is Mahrez, it's in the goal!
after knocking out my favorite team.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm a Bavarian.
Bayern.
I'm a Bayern fan.
I'm a Barcelona fan.
Yeah. Thomas Muller. Those are my guys. Lewandowski.
Of course. I'm a Messi guy actually.
So
what I can say, Fari, the rating is on the wall. Man City, anytime, any day, they are walking away with the trophy. That's the one thing for sure.
You are certain about
I'm
that?
very sure of that.
But on my side, I see PSG were my favorites. But after being knocked by Man City, I cannot put my bet on them because I think Man City are the favorites because Man City have proved it by leading the Premier League. By now, they are still the ones.
They're chasing a triple.
They're the favorites.
Yeah.
They're the favorites. They are going to clinch this title, the Premier League.
Yeah.
And when it comes to Man City, they are not losing the games easily.
Exactly.
Yeah, they are making sure
They're
to
a
win
juggernaut,
each and
actually.
every. They are making sure to win each and every game. So I bet Man City, they are the favorites.
Sure.
But I can't wait to see. Maybe if things go south, and Real Madrid knocks out Chelsea from the semis, will Man City be able to overcome Real Madrid? Because there is experience and there is talent. We can say currently Man City have the most talented players.
They have the
very
most talented
equipped,
squad in Europe.
very
actually.
expensive players.
Yeah. Sure.
Because Man City and PSG are known using money to get all the
Success.
talents they want.
Yeah.
But currently Madrid being knocked out with the injuries and everything, and most of their favorite players missing, I think when Man City meets Real Madrid, that may be another story.
Yeah, sure. What
What's
I
the
can
insight
say
of that?
about this time, Man City and PSG, you see, the Arab owners, they have invested heavily. When the Mansour took over Man City back in 2008, he pumped and injected a lot of money in talents. I remember one time he brought in Robinho.
Yeah, Robinho.
Later on,
The likes
Zeko
of
came,
Carlos
Aguero,
Carlos
Tevez.
Tevez,
They poached players from Arsenal. They were
Yeah.
trying to build a squad that can compete on the big
Samir
stage.
Nasri.
Nasri, Clichy, Sagna,
Clichy.
those guys at
Yeah.
Bayo. You remember those
Yeah,
guys?
I remember.
Koloture even.
In fact, let me just not. I don't want to shame myself, but when Tevez walked away from Manchester United, I had to leave.
Oh,
That's the day I left Manchester, and I left Manchester forever.
we are a nomad. We are a nomad in the
But now
football
I'm no longer in the City. I'm no longer a City fan because Yaya Toure was my favorite player. But seeing Yaya Toure being denied a chance to play,
And he's a legend
it
in
really
that team.
pissed me off. And you know,
Exactly.
Yaya Toure, you can say, is our African best midfielder.
Yeah, best midfield in Africa.
he's the
actually.
best.
Arguably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as I was saying, Man City and PSG, they've pumped a lot of money to import new talent just so that they can perform at the big stage. Man City, let's just say, they have dominated domestically. They have won the Premier League titles a number of times. Carabao, we can't even talk about Carabao. It's the trophy nowadays, FA Cup. So domestically, they have dominated. Now they want to make a name on the European stage. That's why they are aiming for the Champions League. And when it comes to the PSG, let's just say, sometimes they joke. You remember back in 2017, they thrashed Barcelona 4-0 in Paris.
Yeah.
When they went to Camp Nou, they were steamrolled 6-1. So you expect when you go to Camp Nou, you just go to defend or you even draw.
Yeah.
But they didn't do that.
That's true. When you come to PSG, and there's a thing about PSG. I think PSG is like a person who is not sure about something. Sometimes they might step up and show they are very aggressive.
Exactly.
But the next time they are so docile and they cannot even dominate.
Exactly.
And they are really trashed. Yeah. For you to beat a team like Bayern Munich, it means you are a very strong side.
Exactly.
And then you are being knocked out by the team.
They even beat Barcelona.
Yeah. And remember, Bayern Munich is a defending champion.
Yeah.
They are the current defending champion of the UEFA.
They usually just whip boys all over Europe. They whipped Barcelona 8, Chelsea 7. These European minnows, they were being given 5, 6. You see, yeah. So when we talk about PSG, what do you think? What's your view on Mbappe and Neymar? Come second leg.
Mbappe is a good player, and I'm sure Mbappe will try to step in and he'll try to prove. And Neymar has also the same urge.
Exactly.
Neymar is a fighter.
You remember the final last year? He even cried when they lost to Bayern.
Neymar is a fighter, but having two good people or two superstars doesn't mean you have everything.
Yeah.
Because when you see Guardiola's style of football, Guardiola can field players that he believes in them. Guardiola, I think he goes with the belief that this player can deliver. Sure. He doesn't check out that you are a superstar.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He has experience. That's why you see Guardiola sent Kevin De Bruyne for loan to this Wolfsburg.
No,
But
no,
now-
he came from Wolfsburg.
Yeah,
He was
but
bought.
but recently he has been in loan in Wolfsburg.
Which player?
You mean Kevin De Bruyne?
No, De Bruyne has been at City since 2015.
We'll confirm and
We'll confirm that.
Yeah, we'll confirm that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I can say, when it comes to these superstars, the two superstars, Mbappe and Neymar, I think Neymar usually steps up on the big stage. You remember the Confederation Cup 2013 when they thrashed Spain at the final, he really stepped up and was the player of the tournament. So let's just say on the big stage, Neymar delivers. You remember also back in 2015, he scored the third goal for Barcelona when they beat Juve 3-1 for the Champions League final. And the other thing, when you talk about Mbappe, he's a raw talent.
And
He's
you know,
a prodigy.
Mbappe, when I try to rank Mbappe is a good player and he's a promising talent.
He's a speedy
And
player.
Mbappe, and when it comes to Mbappe, you see many people are comparing Mbappe to Haaland. These are going to be the next big thing.
Actually, we have the Messi-Ronaldo rivalry, which is steaming down at the moment. So the next rivalry for the next 10 years,
And
most likely will be Mbappe and Haaland.
Yeah, and just to be clear about that game, PSG against Man City. Man City have always been a disappointment in the UEFA.
Sure.
Man City today, they can be the favorites, they can be strong, but the next moment they can concede a lot of goals from PSG.
Yeah.
That's why that game, I still beat on Man City, but it's unpredictable because the likes of Mbappe can do anything.
Sure.
You expect Hazard at any time. Danger.
You see, when it comes to PSG, when it comes to the counter, they're the best actually. With the speedy Mbappe on the flanks and Neymar cooking up with the ball in the mid, tracking mid, the final third, it's a running arena actually for Mbappe. So, but all in all, City have a good defense. When it comes to John Stones and Ruben Diaz, solid defenders. Those are good guys at the heart of the Man City defense. So, what are your odds? Man City, PSG?
You know, I was once a Man City fan,
Sure.
and I'm always also supporting the Premier League. And I just got love for English football because English football is always fun to watch.
Sure.
And it has been a long time since an English team clinched this title. So I like to see things are different. And also for Man City, they've really invested to clinch this title. So I guess I'll just put my bid behind Manchester City.
Me too. We need English boys to bring the trophy home. It's been 9 years, actually almost 9 years since Chelsea won the UCL in an English team. So let's just bank on our team, Chelsea. PSG. Man City.
Manchester City.
What about Chelsea?
But also, if Chelsea, Thomas Tuchel can deliver, I still be happy because at the end of the day, they're all English teams, and we need something different.
Yeah, actually, revisiting Tuchel, I think he has brought the best out of the talents bought by Chelsea over the summer. Ziyech, Havertz, Werner, Werner, and Thiago Silva.
And you know, Tuchel, I respect this guy because the same guy is the same guy who took PSG to the finals against Bayern Munich. If you are not sure about that, I just want to cement that Tuchel is the one who made PSG to reach semi-finals. He was there
when they lost narrowly to Bayern.
Yeah, sure. So and you see, PSG by that time was an average team.
Exactly. Let's see PSG, what they are good at. The final third, Mbappe, Di Maria, Neymar, Mauro Icardi. Those are their star names. But at the defense, it's Marquinhos. But the mid is just full of average players. The likes of Ander Herrera, Leonardo Paredes, Idrissa Gana. You see, those are average players. They're not big name players actually. So that's it. The parting shot, Chelsea, Real Madrid, which team wins?
Chelsea, Real Madrid, my favorites are Chelsea, but I know Real Madrid, they have experience in this tournament, and they have always been people's favorite. They have the most fans in this UEFA Champions League tournament. You never know what can happen, but I'm behind Chelsea because I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm behind Chelsea, I'm behind my team. Me
too, I'm behind Chelsea because I know very well Chelsea will be a different animal come next week. So, Real Madrid, Chelsea, that's Chelsea for me.
And at least I'll be happy because Chelsea really made a lot of signings. It will be reasonable for them to win something.
Sure. PSG, Man City?
PSG, Man City, PSG, trash my favorite team, Bayern Munich. No chance for them. Let them be knocked out.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So viewers, aside from the Champions League games that were played this week, okay, we also have Europa League. Arsenal trailed Villarreal by 2-1. So Arsenal need to pull something special out of the hat to win this tie and potentially face Man United at the finals. Actually, the billing is that Man U will face Arsenal, and that's what I want. As an Arsenal fan, I'm praying for the best for my team. So I'm praying for Arsenal to win, to actually even thrash Villarreal. Because with Lacazette, Aubameyang, and Kerantini back to the side, I think we'll put a good performance. When it comes to Man U Roma, Man U has been beating Roma day in, day out. You remember back in 2007, they thrashed Roma 7-1 with Francisco Totti scoring the consolation goal for Roma. So with this, the second leg, Man U Roma, I can say Man U will take the day, will carry the day. So, but all in all, I'm banking for an Arsenal Real Man U final. What of you, Fari? Which Europa League final? Who are you bidding for?
Europa League final. I don't want to predict now, but I guess it's a whole topic. We'll bring to you a whole topic about Europa.
Sure.
Yeah.
So viewers, that was the sports segment today by your host Fadhili William with my co-host here Fari. So I'll be bringing you sport news and updates day in, day out. Stay tuned, subscribe, like, share and comment. This is Sub TV. Thank you.